Too late.
What, babe?
The time, too late.
No.
It's too late.
No.
I can see it.
At 9.
Okay, is it the same doctor?
No. Fraser. The last name is Fraser oder war die...
My last name is Fraser. Damn. My health is deteriorating badly, getting worse by the day. I'm having a real problem breathing because my health is so bad, and I had asthma and lung problem. My lungs are filling up all the time because I have a very bad nasal drip. I haven't been able to get rid of this cough for weeks and weeks and weeks. I'm under a lot of stress. I'm getting attacked everywhere. Now my suitcase is stolen. I can't get my technology back from another place. And the attacks are relentless. So I am doing everything I can to leave, but I'm getting cold sweats. It's like there's a huge weight on my chest. I'm really struggling to breathe. I can't sleep. I've tried antibiotic after antibiotic after antibiotic. I cannot get rid of this. And yeah, I'm really struggling right now to breathe, to sleep. My whole body is in pain. And this breathing problem I've gone on for a long time, and I can't stop it. And it's getting worse because I can feel the liquid in the bottom of my lungs and I can't stop it. So when I lie down, I'm constantly, all the time, I know I'm under stress and my immune system is crap, and yeah, I'm struggling. So I really need my Zabutamol. Even when I take my Zabutamol, I'm struggling. Normally when I take that, I can breathe, but under this constant violence of stealing and attack, I can't do it anymore. So I give myself 7 to 10 days, and I have to go to my government and say I have to leave because there's too many death threats, too many attacks. I can hardly walk down the street, and my health is like 10%.
Okay, because of your lungs now. It's like chronic.
It has become chronic.
So maybe it's better to refer you to the hospital.
I observe.
At this moment,
One second.
Make an X-ray.
The only thing I would say to that is, I'm not going in another hospital only because the treatment I've had, and I don't need to go into everything. I'm too tired. My treatment in hospitals is being barbaric. The last time I was in a hospital, all my technology got stolen. My laptop, my hard drives. It's the only reason I'm still here. I do not want to go into another hospital. I've got to somehow keep myself alive.
Yeah, but when I look at your hospital, you took already a lot of antibiotics.
Yeah, I know.
Amoxicillin or salbutamol.
No, but the last...
That's what 1 week ago, and 2 weeks ago you were here also, and you got also medicine. Again in February 2 times. I mean...
Yeah, but I don't have a house arts. This is the problem. My house arts retired, and now they either steal...
Why don't have house arts?
Because I have a political problem. That's why. I have a big problem with my employer. It has now become political. It's very difficult for me to survive. The number one they go for is steal my... Yeah, I know, but I've gone to several, and they always make out a political comment of where are you from, who's your...
Ask you where you from. Did I ask you?
No, but if you understand my political situation, it immediately becomes political. So I tried to get one doctor in Düsseldorf, Ella, and within 5 minutes, it becomes a political conversation about my employer. Okay, I don't want to talk about that. So it's always the same. And I had one doctor in Ella, and he's like, I see you one time, and that is it, because I don't want to get involved in your politics. So the politics has nothing to do with me. I'm just a guy trying to get my life back and go home.
Most of the doctors are neutral.
Okay, Doc, there's no reason for me to lie and put myself through this. I'm going through hell right now. Yes? So it is what it is. The last time I came here, you can ask the lady. I don't know the doctor. No, but 1 second.
Yeah, of course.
I'm exhausted. The last time, we're talking on a reasonable level, yes? He was going ballistic at me. I've been working 11 effing hours, yada yada. I went out and I spoke to the lady, like, he took my head off. So, like, even my address in Moors has become so dangerous, I can't live there.
Look, I'm just trying to help you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So can I?
No,
but not many people do.
What's your problem now? I mean,
Okay.
health problem.
Okay, so I'll tell you what I have to do. I have a broken laptop. I've got to upload as much evidence as I can. I can't get my technology back from my case is at the European court, so it's political. They won't give it back. So now my life is in danger, right? Because of the information that is on those discs. He was my house arts before, so I need those 4 medicaments, and I need something that's gonna keep my. Okay, those 4 medicaments, and also the Zabutamol by itself is not working. I've tried antibiotics, it's not working. So I would say Zabutamol and some kind of maybe other second spray. Because I've got to keep
Are
my.
you a smoker?
I'll be honest with you. I'm 46, 47, yes. I never smoked in my life. When all this stress happened, yes, I have become a smoker. Which I know it's not happening, but I'm about 30 kilos under my weight. I have a fractured ankle that didn't heal. I have a fractured hand that didn't heal. So I've just been, ever since this problem with my employer, my health is deteriorated. So if you'd asked me that question before, I would have laughed in your face. The stress that I'm under is so immense that yes, I take about 1 or 2 cigarettes a day, which I know is not helping. No, but it's not helping my lungs, and it disgusts me. But my health can't get much worse, and I can't go in a hospital. And the problem is I can't go near the police because they're the ones that did this and this. So I have to prove my case. I want my technology back, and then really I have to leave Germany because, I mean, something terrible, really terrible is going to happen to me. I can't keep fighting this all the time.
Maybe you can take off your.
Yeah, this is an example, but this is the level they're going to. Now, I googled all the things that were happening to me. Now, if you want to go after someone's stress, you've been in Germany a while, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a thing called Stasi and Zersetzung. Okay, that's what I'm being.
This is from East Germany.
No. Okay, yes, but all I did was I googled it, and 3/4 of what is written on Wikipedia is what I'm being subjected to. And now, if you add 40 years of technology, and you subject them, it's very hard to survive. Very hard. I didn't come here for this, but that's why my health is so bad. Because the whole purpose of that is to destroy someone's health. So just as an example, the last thing I will say is when they stole all my clothes, they actually stole my belt. So my pants fell down, stole my wallet, and then actually gave me my wallet back with nothing in it. Okay, well that's Zersetzung, right? So they actually stole my belt for 1 week. I had to buy another belt with nothing. After they stole all my money, I had to go to the church, right? Because they even stole my T-shirt. So if it's cold, the T-shirt doesn't absorb it. They know I'm getting watched everywhere. So it's very brutal. When I walk with my head looking to the ground.
How did they steal your T-shirt?
Because I'm having to stay in hotels and my suitcase got stolen.
As
All of them.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is the one with the belt, that's minuscule, right? But I put the belt down next to my wallet. 5 minutes later, I look and it's gone. 1 week after I go to the church and I bought another belt, the belt gets put back with, that's Zersetzung. But if I'm walking around, it's a non-stop attack.
Why do you think they have done that?
I know who's done it, but I'm not willing to say.
Why? With the belt?
Honestly, okay, so it's gone to the point of my treatment in Germany is now so bad. My stuff is all over the internet. My stuff is at the European court. I didn't come to Germany for this, but my treatment is so bad. The objective is they want to destroy me. And if the objective of Zersetzung, or when they even did it to German people, is if you drive people crazy. One of the things they subject me to is sleep deprivation, constant noise, constant stealing, it's very difficult to walk down the street. It really is. Now, if it was difficult 40 years ago, can you imagine how difficult it is now?
Okay.
So I have to be mentally very strong, because even if I walk past an electronic billboard, right, it will flash something that is associated to me. So if you don't know me and you don't know my situation, it doesn't look like anything, but it's like a signal to me. So it's very hard to deal with, very, very hard. And if you have ambulances and police blasting sirens all the time, I have to walk around with earplugs. And the last thing I'll say, because I'm sick of this, I was in a hospital in Mulheim. It was in my black bag, and I had another bag. It had all the evidence of my employer, what they've done to me, the European court. They won't give it back. Now I've gone to the rat house. I've gone and said, please, it's Contilia, it's run by the church. 22 terabyte. Now what they did it to me in that hospital would be deemed torture. They locked me in a room, they did all kinds of terrible shit to me. After 4 weeks they let me go, because they tried to destroy me. It was horrendous, really horrendous. They put me in a psych ward, right? When I'm just walking down the street and they pulled me up. What they wanted was the technology. So all I have left was a half-broken laptop and no cables. I went to KPMG, they gave me the cables, and now I'm on my laptop trying to email for help. I've gone back to the St. Marine Hospital in Mulheim. I'll be honest with you, I'm terrified, because they could do anything to me there. And I've told all the nurses, and all they say is, we call the police. So if they say they call the police, I have to walk away. Okay, well that's complete theft. And I cannot do anything.
Okay,
You understand why I'm under a little
Yes.
stress?
Of course.
This goes on every day. So every day I'm like this. I'm constantly looking around.
But you must put in for that.
No,
You
but
cannot-
okay, if it's a
Like,
civilian,
you cannot spend
no,
your
but if
life
it's a
like
civilian,
that.
no, but if it's a civilian, okay. If it's the police, okay, what am I gonna do against that? I can't do nothing. And what they did to me in that 4 weeks, there was one nurse in there called Jürgen, who kept me alive. The rest of them were absolutely evil. Dehydration, smashing me over the head with newspapers. They locked me in a room for
The hospital? No.
Yeah.
Or the police station.
No. What happened was, I'm walking along the street. I have all the technology in my bag. The police pulled me over. I said, I'm not doing anything. Put a hood over my head. Took me to a lawyer. Mr. Kempkin in Mulheim on the Ruhr. The police are surrounding me. They're all rubbing their groin. Okay, so it's bad. And I know, okay, I'm in serious trouble. They marched me to the hospital. And they stuck me in the psych ward. I'm like, under what grounds? I've committed no crime. They fabricated all these documents that I never got until I left, and I'm like, they ripped open on my bag, right? I'm like, where's my technology? Yeah, you didn't have any technology. All they wanted to do was destroy me. There was one nurse in there called Jürgen, who was German, and I used to count down the minutes until he came, because I didn't get no food. They would spit in my food. I didn't get any water. And they locked me in a room, so the whole time I was in that psych ward, I had no bed. No bed. So they made me sleep on a cold floor. Now, if I've taken Zopicon, they wouldn't give me my medication. They wouldn't give me Nasonex. A lot of the times I had panic attacks. They tried to destroy me. And that was on the 3rd of January. I got out on the 31st. And all I've done is said, please give me my technology back. And Mark Buchholz, the mayor from Mulheim, I went to the rat house. He banned me from the rat house, right? I emailed Contilia over and over again, Ralph Kudling, to give me my technology back, and they won't do it. So that had nothing to do with the psych ward. They wanted my technology. So I'm going to have to go to another. I've asked my government to do it. They can't do it. I'm going to have to go to a higher government to get that back, because I mean, they just destroyed me. They've taken 22 terabyte. So now my health.
That's a big amount.
Yeah.
22 terabytes. So you don't need to take off your clothes. That's okay. Good. Just stand up,
Yep.
please. Okay, and turn.
So, would you please deep inspiration. Again. Again. Okay. Okay, I'll prescribe you another spray.
Those are the
Instead of
four medications. He
salbutamol.
used to be my doctor, and now he's retired. So those four medications I kind of need to keep me alive right now.
Yeah, salbutamol didn't help till now.
No, it does help. It's just under these chronic circumstances, it's not, I mean, it's helping, but not enough.
Okay, so
But yeah, my health is chronic. So I give up with Mulheim. I have enough evidence to, but I mean, this is just despicable what I'm being subjected to. Can I say one very last thing, Doc?
Yep,
Okay,
of course.
right. Well, you have no patience, right? What they're coming after me with is sickening. So when you look at Zersetzung, they go after your family, they go after your children, they try and destroy any kind of relationship you have, right? So what they'll do is, if I go into a hotel, and it's really only a hotel I can use now because it's too dangerous for me there, if I'm trying to upload, so I've had no girlfriend the whole time I've been here, right? So I was good looking, model, very healthy. I haven't even spoke to a girl here. It's just been a war, an all-out war. What they will do is, and they know what they're doing, it's the police that are doing it. If I go into, and that's why they took the belt. Now you have to understand how sick their behavior is. If I go into a hotel and I sit down, I get sent, like if I go on Google, I get sent things of an extremely disturbing sexual nature. It's sick. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's sick. I get it on my email, so I'm getting it everywhere. Whatever I get sent on my email or it comes up on Google, so if I Google doctor, it'll come up with something really sick. It won't come up with a doctor, it'll come up with something else. That will then be immediately displayed, and it's normally children. So no matter where I go, they'll have a scantily clad children screaming and screaming and screaming, and that is one of the forms of the torture they use. Because if you can't, like, if as soon as I log on, I can't hide my IP address anymore. It's impossible. The laptop's too old.
A lawyer.
Man, I've had like 15. I had lawyers in Munich. I had lawyers in Stuttgart. I had lawyers in Aachen. I had lawyers in Trier. I had lawyers in Hanover. You know what they did? I feel like I'm Jewish, I'll be honest with you, because the whole time I've been psychologically tortured. I never used to have those veins popping out of my head. My hair was not normally like this. I'm in a war. They took all the information against SAP and Sky Deutschland and everyone's Commerce Bank, Sparkasse. There's no one who's not tried to, look at this. They took the money, spoke perfect English. 1 week before I go to the court, I don't speak English, get out. Every single one. And all of this information, once I started to realize everyone is lying to me, I went to AWO, Caritas, I've been to the Arts Camera, the Legal Camera. All it was let's drag this guy out while we absolutely annihilate him. We're still getting paid money. And now it's at the point where we don't need him anymore, get rid of him, and they are bringing hell. And that's what they did in Mulheim Hospital. So this whole time I fought all of this and tried to abide by the law. I don't hit anyone, I don't harm no one. I'm like, just get through this, give it back. And they stole it all. So they're now denying everything that happened. So I am virtually being eliminated. And that doctor who used to be my doctor, he actually said, so this has gone on a long time now, right? That's in 2023, right?
22.
This is like when it started. You know what he said? Why don't they just shoot you? Now, that's in a very extreme statement to
Shouldn't
make.
say that.
But is that not extreme?
That's not correct.
Okay, but that's what I'm dealing with.
That's not correct.
But he was my house doctor for like 1.5 years.
Even for 1 day.
But this is what I have to deal with. And the whole point of Zersetzung is, if you make someone's situation so unbelievable, well, I've never heard of that in Germany before. Okay, well, I had 22 terabytes of evidence. You just stole it. I'm just one person.
Maybe you should make all those copies.
Dude, I'm trying to stop this. Really, I am. But it is relentless. It really is relentless. I need help because I can't survive this anymore. It's impossible. I mean, I've never had to walk around a country with earplugs in my ears all the time. I have to do it because I can't listen to the constant noise. It's impossible. No, I know, and this is the whole point of Zersetzung, right? You can't escape. Like, I read the whole thing. I mean, it's evil. And then if you add in technology, well, it's on my phone, it's on my laptop. I mean, and the way they go about it, if I didn't tell you what they were doing, you wouldn't recognize it. But they torture you with so many disturbing things. Let's say, last thing I'll say, Doc, really, because I'm like exhausted. Let's say if you were one of the doctors who tortured me, right? No. You seem like a nice guy. You seem like a nice guy. My point is, if you were a doctor or any person who, okay, forget doctor. If you were a person who tortured me for 4 weeks and all you had on was wearing green, okay? Once I get out, if I have 10 people running at me with the same uniform all in green, okay, well, I know that's a psych attack because of what they did to me. If you don't know what happened and what I'm being subjected to, it doesn't look like anything. You understand?
Yeah.
But this is how they get you. So it's relentless. And you have to be very careful because if I start screaming and yelling and yada yada, okay, well then I look like an idiot. It's very hard, man. Really it is.
What's the solution?
The solution is I've got about...
But what is the solution?
What?
Because you're trying since when you're trying?
A long time, but the problem is...
How many years?
A long time.
See?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I'm now not using my own government. I have to send this to another government that has the power over Germany. Otherwise, I have no hope.
The only country that power over Germany is across the Atlantic.
Correct. It's sad to watch though, Doc, really, to watch human beings behave the way they do. It's hard to watch, really it is.
Maybe you're lucky to find someone to help you.
No, but it has nothing to do with luck. The thing is, when they do this to you, you get completely isolated. That's how they get you. It's very hard. And you've got to stay calm. So when I can't sleep, that's when it becomes impossible. I need to be able to eat, I need to be able to sleep, and I need internet. And I have a chance, but I've got to move quickly. And I'm in a lot of pain. And this is the very last thing I will say. When I go to a note file practice or a doctor that I don't know, it's potluck. You're treating me like a normal person. The guy who was here the week before, he was an absolute nightmare. I couldn't say a word. So it's, I mean, I give myself maximum 7 days to do what I can to try and get this done because my health is so bad now. And if I can't go anywhere near the police and I'm terrified to go in a hospital, well, it's not easy.
Okay. Das will be electronic.
Are you able to put 4 of them on there? The 4 that I normally have? Are you able to put the 4 on there?
Yeah, I put Superchrome, but I cannot put them. I can only put them broad description.
Okay. Can
The
I ask?
other one you will get it electronic. You know what I mean of electronic.
I understand.
Yes.
Can I ask one thing?
Yes.
I only have 2 last questions. No. It's not always like that. When I said that to the doctor last time, he threw the door on my face.
No, I'm here to answer the questions.
Okay.
This is my work.
You're right. So I understand I'm in a note file, yes? I get it. Wait a second. All I'm if they took, oh yes. So that's why everything is on paper. I got limited cash left. I'm okay with it being on private, but
This is, I cannot make it here as a practice. I can only start in private. But the other one.
No, I understand.
Insurance.
That's okay. But is it
I
possible
don't know how
to make it N2 than N1 because that's gonna kill. That's
R3.
no. This is
Fine.
no. This is.
But
Ten.
I'll show you now.
If you could make that N2, it would help me a lot because it's €2 difference, and I get that. I don't have enough money for that.
No, it's okay. I'll show you this R3.
R3.
Not only one inside.
No, but I mean this one.
I know what.
Yeah, just I'm okay with it being on private, but it can be N2 instead of N1 because that
Okay, I understand that. That's okay. 7.5, that's in. Yeah, studio small. Okay, of course.
Yeah, it's just they would. I am on like penny by penny right now. And my very last question.
Yes.
Remember when you said go to all when I go to note file,
Yes.
I get killed with them asking me get a house art. When I went to this other house arts and Ella, yes, he kept going on about taking blood. It's if so, you work in your own practice, right?
Right.
Right. If you have a new patient that comes to you, is it mandatory that you take blood?
Not always.
No, but
The examination, okay, blood examination does depend on the diagnosis.
Mhm.
So, if
But like
you
what
take
I've
blood,
told
if
you.
you take a blind, yeah, it does depend on if you have always infection, maybe, we'll see. But it does depend on which infections that you have.
No, the thing is, I got into more detail about what I'm being subjected to, but my actual health was the same. And I said, but he was saying it's mandatory. Now, I don't think that's correct.
Sometimes you must know that really there's other infections as opposed to the infections that you have, or just.
No, but he was basically saying, you don't get the medication unless you give blood. Okay, well, you're kind of making it now really, you're blackmailing me. Because if I don't give you the blood, then I don't get medication. And that's what he did. And I'm like, well, that's kind of, okay, you're taking it to another level now.
Some health insurance, you need some blood examination to prove the disease that you have, to the diagnosis. For example, to take a new blood, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And this, we find out that something called weak size
Mm-hmm.
is increased in the blood that shows that there is infection
Mm-hmm.
or inflammation,
Right.
okay? Especially for the people on a big size.
Mm-hmm.
You must make it before.
Right.
So that's the big one. I mean, it's not always, but mandatory it's not, right? Of course, no one can take from you blood against your own will.
Right, but that's what I mean. It's like I'm like, I couldn't leave the room.
No.
And I'm like, okay, well, you're putting pressure on me like crazy.
This one, yeah, that's
Yeah.
here.
Okay. Well, thank you for talking to me like a normal person. As stupid as that sounds, some of my treatment has been absolutely horrific. You know the other thing they'll do since you have no patience? People in Moors know who I am. I don't want any of this, right? But it seems like a big game to destroy me because I was way up here. Now I have a huge problem and I'm just getting killed from everyone. The one thing they do it with is children. Now, this hasn't been a children's... Hold on. No, hold on. Okay, I'm going to tell you. So, I've had a girlfriend for a long time, and this is what it's a little bit about, right? I was good looking, I was a model, I came here. Now, I've not had a girlfriend the whole time I'm here. They're watching how many pills of Zopiclone I'm taking and how many I'm not. Now, when I don't have any Zopiclone, what they will do is, no matter, male and female do this, no matter where I walk, they will bend over and touch their genitals. This goes on in Reve, Edeka, Aldi, on the street. And what they will do with children is they will position their children in a disturbing manner. They will also do it with dogs. So no matter where I go, the dog's ass is facing me. Now, do you understand what they're trying to do? It is sick. Yeah? Sick. So if I'm a normal red-blooded healthy male, you're trying to destroy me, right? Because I've not had a girlfriend for years now. Whereas I had girls throwing themselves at me before. That's what they sent to you on the email. It is sick, right? So now, anytime I see a kid, I walk the other way because under normal circumstances, but my point to you is, last point, this has not been a children's practice for quite a few months, no? The last time I was here, 10 There's no one in Germany right now, right? Because of construction and everything. My German is bad, but I can read on the door. No longer a kinder practice. They will come in with like 10, 20, 30 kids all at the same time. Now, it's going to look weird if I react to that, right? But on the train, on the bus, if someone sits behind you and has a constant screaming child, right? That's one of the forms of torture they do. Now, if you YouTube, a lady went into a box and was put in a box, a sealed box, kind of like a sealed room. If you put a constant screaming baby in, she went crazy in 2 days.
Of course.
Right. This is what I'm dealing with. Okay? So, as soon as I get on a bus, I got it from Düsseldorf to Moors. I get it 24 hours a day, and the sexual thing. So if you're trying to, if I'm a white male, and a woman and a young child attack me, or a young child punches me in the groin, if I react to that, call the police side. And then what I get is what I get happened in Mohawk. I'm handcuffed. Unless I get out of Germany, I'm dead. It is really sick. Really it is. And when I said it's hard to watch human beings do this, what must go through your mind to do this? Yeah. It's hard, man. Thank you for being with me. Thank you. Thank you. And now the fact I have to post this, he was actually a reasonable doctor. But what the Germans have done, and even if I do get out of here, I'm gonna need urgent medical help because I've been poisoned so many times. If I don't get urgent medical care soon, I don't know if I could stay alive.